Alright guys, got the rack here. Don't mind how dirty it is. I need to get a mesh grill for this or a filter screen for this, so it helps a lot with this. Just need to get the replacement rails for this, and then we're going to do a full deep clean on all these servers. Shut them down, especially we'll do that when we get the UPS, so we can get it all set up right, and we'll get a PD to add in here too. That's the plan. Yell at me all you want. I know, like I said, I'm stupid. Anywho, this is the plan. We're going to remove these old power edges that I bought for no apparent reason, because honestly I want to fill a spot on my server. And I thought, you know, if I had a little project I just needed some random hardware to run on, it'd be in here. But maybe these will go to another home, or maybe these will just be scrapped. Or maybe I'll just, you know, leave them as a thing to use somewhere else. Hell, you can even turn it to a really, really terrible firewall. If you want, because you can't virtualize on these, they're too old. They only go to 8 gigs of RAM. So anywho, we're going to slot all these out. We're going to get rid of them. We're going to take the blonder tongue stuff and move it up 1 U. That's going to leave 4 U's open for Big Bertha, aka the GPU server. Because the GPU server I want to be fairly high up, because it needs to be with all of this, also close to having the 10 gig of connection. It's going to have 4 10 gig links, one for each virtual machine running each of the software concurrently. So after that's done, you're going to be like, okay, well, you're left with 1 U free. Good on you for counting. That's going to be the next, that's going to be the other DL360P Gen 8. It's going to go in there. Now, I could put it in here. Could. I'm half tempted I just saw it in there, but that's going to bother the hell out of my OCD. So we're going to leave the one gap. We're going to leave it right there. And then from here down, we're going to go 2 U's, and then we're going to go to 4 U's. Starting, see, I would really be tempted to put the DL380 Gen 8 underneath this, but then I got to move all of these servers, and then that's no bueno. So the DL380P is going to come right under this, and then it's going to be the 385s, the Gen 7s, and then it's going to be the 585s down lower. So without further ado, it's hot in here, like pretty hot. It's July in Kansas, and I have no AC in here. I'm sorry. So short time lapse, get these out. Let's rock and roll.
Throw a little voiceover in here. You guys get to listen to my voice. So we just got the rails and the Dell servers out, the Dell PowerEdge servers. I kept wanting to say ProLine. I've been working with the ProLines a lot, I guess. Hence, you know, this video and the previous video. So we got them out. Now we're just moving the Homelab cable stuff up, aka the combiner box and the modulator box. So both those are getting moved up, leaving that 4U of space for the GPU server, and then we'll slide the once we get this old girl shoved up in here and get it situated, kind of nice and comfy. Then we'll get the rails slotted in for the DL360P Gen 8. Get that all nice and ready, and then we'll move on to the other stuff. So I'll come back and say hi when we're over on the other stuff. guys, we're getting the rails put in for the 2U, the HP ProLiant DL385, the Gen 7s. We're getting the rails put in for those. I had to edit out quite a bit of this because either my butt was directly in the camera, just facing right at you, almost giving you a pink eye, or I was completely being a dum-dum and putting in the rails wrong. Yeah, I'm a little special sometimes. Can't know my left from right, don't know which way is up and down, I guess. So get them slotted in, get them shoved on in there. That's the satisfying part. Is just I like these rails. These rails were really easy to line up because they don't have any plastic bushings in them or anything. It's just steel. So we're gonna get the 585s in. So get the big girls in. This one I had to edit out a ridiculous amount because those rails fought me. I got the spacing wrong on a couple of them, and you see we just bam, more rails showed up. Yeah, so we're getting all those and then getting them slotted in. My lord, these girls were heavy. So yeah, it wasn't much fun.
Alright guys, after that 45 minute long struggle, I am sweating, and she's all in except for the 380p. That one, the rails weren't there, so I'm going to order a set of rails for that one, that's fine. That's what that spot's for. But all the other screws are in. It's a lot of hardware right there. I hope I can get good use out of it, and I really want to know what people want me to run off that are just how they want me to stress it for the fun of it. I will need to add a 30 amp twist lock to this wall now. It's fine. I'm an electrician by trade, so it's easy. But yeah, so they're all in. You got the 360p up here, the Gen 8, and then you got the gap here and the extra little breezeway here. Then you got the 385s right here. And then you got the 3 585s. Topmost one is the one with 380. Here, I will tell you the exact number. I gotta take this. 384 gigs of RAM. That's how much it has. And if you haven't noticed, there's this cute little goldish thing. Somebody at the server farm they had 3D printer, custom bracket to hold the drive. Custom 3D printer drive sled. And it's actually pretty nice. Like, it's not bad made. And it's even quick attached, completely toolless. So, I thought that was neat. But we're all in, they're all good. Next is going to be cabling them all, but that's going to take several months to do. I gotta buy all the cables. I gotta buy all the stuff I'm gonna need. A lot of shit. But yeah, so drives, cables, installing Proxmox on probably all of these because that's how I'm gonna manage them. Cluster those ones together, and then these two will just kind of be on their own. But yeah, and then I also need to add in all the ILO from all these, all the management ports. I need to add in a network switch in the back of it. I don't want to use the main Arista switch up here. I'll add a separate management switch for everything, and then it'll connect back to the Arista, like how the Arista is managing itself right now. But yeah, that's the plan. But they're in. This rack is heavy. I wonder what the current weight on this floor is right now, but it probably is about 1,200, maybe 1,500 pounds of stuff in this rack. So, yeah, it's 2,250 pounds is the max I can do with the casters on it. So, if I don't throw a massive J-bod in the bottom of this, we should be good. But yeah, this middle slot here will be for the other big girl to go in there, and this rack will be almost completely full of hardware. Never thought I'd see that, but I want to get those working. I want to at least start them up soon, hear them purr, see if there's any errors. But I think that'll do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.